My bad. Sorry, John. Thanks, John. You know what it was? I had my external speakers plugged in. If the external speakers are plugged in, then you're not going to hear me. Now you should be able to hear me. So dumb sometimes. How's it going, John? Anyway, a decent day here on Salt Spring Island, and it still continues to be very dry. So, like I say, nonstop watering in our garden. Palm tree dudes in there. Hello. Got you now. Okay, John. Thanks. So, yeah, very busy time of the year here for us in the nursery because, like I say, we're doing lots of potting up. And good. Right on, John. Good to see you in there. And Palm Tree Dude. Yeah, a nice day here. More cloudy today, but dry. And like I say, it's just like so busy irrigating things right now just to keep things happy. For March, we had 13 millimeters of rain. And for April, we've had 6 millimeters of rain, which is nothing. 25 millimeters of rain equals an inch, by the way. 85, toasty, Palm Tree Dude, toasty. Well, I dug a big hole yesterday because I got a big palm tree coming in on Saturday. So I always prepare the hole first when I dig out a palm tree. So this one's got about, I guess around, I didn't measure it, about 8 feet of trunk on it. And it's a beautiful palm. Same problem, Illinois, keep waiting on the rain. Yeah, I mean, they say it's going to rain here and we get a dribble. Doesn't do anything. Too dry. I don't like the dry months here. I like the warmth, but I don't like the dryness. It just sucks. The garden always suffers in the dry months here. And we live on very poor, rocky, dry soil. Well, rocky soil, so it dries out even more. So, Goose, Paul's in there. How's it going? Current temperature here, 13 degrees Celsius, Paul. 0 precipitation, and low temperature this morning was 10. Well, yeah, we did too, Palm Tree Dude. We had, did we have some rain yesterday? Was it last night or the day before? No, there's nothing in the rain gauge. It was the day before, maybe. We had a total of 6 millimeters. Not a lot. Excuse me, folks. I'm just about finished my creamsicle. I love creamsicle. Right on, Palm Tree Dude. Gotta love the farmer's can. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I was pruning today. This is one of our eucalyptus trees. So I was pruning this off of the eucalyptus tree. And you see this one's got square stems on it. See the square? Isn't that cool? These are very fragrant. This is extremely fragrant. So I cut the tops off of these ones. And I had Wendy hold the ladder because I didn't want to fall out. But the more you cut them, the thicker they get. This is all new growth on here. See all that red stuff? That is all new growth. So one of the eucalyptus, we have a lot of eucalyptus trees on our property. One of the eucalyptus trees I cut, I pollarded to about a 10-foot high trunk is shooting out all over the side of the trunk, right? But this one here is a shining gum or a Eucalyptus Nitins, and just an absolutely beautiful tree. And Eucalyptus Nitins, so shining gum. And monster one growing in town. There used to be even a bigger one, but they cut it down probably about maybe 10 years ago, maybe 9 years ago. They cut it down. It was a huge monster tree. But there still is a huge one growing beside the boardwalk. But I really like the looks of this one because I like the square stems, you know, kind of like a globulus, right? And big leaves, big tropical looking leaves on this one, and extremely fragrant. So a really nice one. Palm Daddy's in there. Awesome. So remember, folks, rule of thumb, don't cut them in the wintertime. Eucalyptus trees this far north, you only cut them in the spring or summer. You know, I mean, we cut our big ones in early February, and we got a freeze right after. So I'm wondering if they're even going to sprout back now. I really am, because we got down to like minus 2.6 or minus 2.7 degrees Celsius, and the trunks on them are huge, right? They're big trunks, but if it gets too cold, even big ones can freeze, especially when you cut them, right? So we'll just have to wait and see. If they don't come back, I really don't care, because they were too tall and too big around our house. And like I say, they're getting very dangerous. So I guess you guys probably saw the video I just uploaded the other day. I guess it was yesterday. I dug a nice big $5 hole for the, well, I'm not going to say $1 palm. It's probably $1,000 palm that's coming in here on Saturday. So we're getting a big palm tree here on Saturday. but I always prepare the hole first. And the palm's probably going to weigh easily over 500 pounds. So I'm going to dig it Friday. And then I got a buddy, Scotty, is going to come with me, and we're going to load it up onto my truck. It's going to be a little bit of a chore, but hey, I've done it before and I can do it again. So one of the palms, I sold this lady 2 palms years ago, many years ago. And I bumped into her at the post office the other day, and she says, Joe, I got to talk to you. It's about my palm tree. And I says, what about your palm tree? She says, it's too close to my house, and I want to get it cut down. Do you want it? I says, yeah, I'll take it. So I went and looked at it, and yeah, I'm going to take it. And it's a nice one. I'm going to cut a lot of the fronds off. It's just coming into bloom now. So it's got the spats on it, the flower spats, but I'm going to cut a lot of the fronds off. I'm going to try to get as big a root ball as I can manage with. It's in a pretty tight spot, so I'm going to hand dig it. And then I got a way of getting it onto my truck. It's never easy, but I can do it. And I got the hole dug, and then I'll back right up to the hole and slide it off. Scotty and I will slide it right off the back of the truck, right into the planting hole. Yeah. Is my connection bad? Because it's not saying bad connection here. It says good. It doesn't say anything. It's usually when it says when I have a bad connection, it usually comes across the top of the screen. Okay, so Palm Daddy says I have a bad connection. Anybody else in there? How's the connection doing? Can you guys hear me okay and see me? Is the audio bad? Because somebody's saying it's very bad. So I wonder if it's on your end or my end, because mine's showing nothing here. And like I say, when it's bad, it shows. Can you please send me some good size Ontario? Well, they're very expensive. I just shipped some to Ontario, and you know what? It's not even. It's a lot of money. I sent them to a friend in Ontario, and they'll get them on Friday. So shipping is a small fortune, man. So I don't like to ship bigger palms. I really don't. I don't have the time for it and bare rooting them. I ship seedlings. I can ship seedlings to Ontario, but bigger palms, I don't have the time to do that because I do have a full-time job, and the nursery is my side business, and I'm already swamped with work. And we do have a lot of palms in our nursery, so you got to visit Salt Spring Island. Visit Salt Spring Island and stop by our palm nursery. Here you find the video is, oh, the video is really blurry. Is that right, eh? Interesting. So must be video choppy, audio good. Interesting. I wonder why. Maybe I should live stream on Jungle Joe C. I wonder why it is choppy. See, it's not showing me anything here. I can see all your comments and everything good, but well, sorry about that, guys. Maybe because I got my door closed. Hang on. I'll open my door. Maybe it's blocking out the signal or something. I just didn't want to be too loud because Wendy's watching her show. Sorry about that. So anyway, yeah, Gerard, I don't generally send big palms to out of the province, or actually out of Salt Spring Island. People come here to our nursery and buy them. Just like I say, in order to send palms there, I have to take them out of the pots and bare root them. Then I have to go down to the post office and get a big shipping box. And I mean, to ship 2 palms, it's not cheap. It's just to ship 2 palms for the postage is just around close to $70 for 2 1-gallon palms. So you got to really want palms badly. And there's got to be someone in Ontario that sells palm trees, huh? Don't you think? I'm sure there is. I think Pineapple Dan in Southern Ontario sells palm trees. I don't know if he still does. I mean, you could always find out. But there's a guy named Pineapple Dan, they call him, and he is a palm guy down in Niagara. I think he's in the Niagara region. So you'd have to look into that for sure. So hope everybody's doing well out there. Hope your gardens are flourishing. Like I say, it's a flipping jungle out here. Our place is looking very jungly, and everything's overgrown. Dan has them there. Scott's garden. That's what I thought, Scott. Okay, so Pineapple Dan has palms. So Gerard Weir, you could try Pineapple Dan. Yeah, look into that. At least it's closer to you guys, and shipping won't be so bad. From British Columbia, you got to remember, I'm on the West Coast, and it's a long way from here to there. There's a fence lizard on my car hood. Cool. Right on. We have European wall lizards and alligator lizards. That's pretty cool. The European wall lizards are in Victoria, and we have alligator lizards here on Salt Spring Island. They also have alligator lizards there too, right? So we have I don't know if you've ever seen alligator lizard. They're pretty cool. They're about yay big. Today's been warm, around 86. Yeah, that's nice and toasty. Yeah, it was okay here. It was maybe 13, so it's 56, something like that, 56 degrees. So it was cooler here today for sure. But you know what? It was good because I was working out weeding a massive infield baseball field today with a bunch of guys I work with. So
Honestly, I don't see many lizards other than anoles. Anoles are cool. I used to have anoles when I was younger. We don't have alligators.
Yeah, they're pretty good, palm tree dude. They do eat bugs. And then the only snakes we have are like the garter snakes. So no poisonous things here. Palm Daddy, tomorrow will be a nice hot day. Yeah, I didn't look at the forecast tomorrow. Uh, Geez, I better look at that. Let's see. What is tomorrow's forecast on Salt Spring Island? I am looking into that right now.
We literally have
Yeah, you guys have alligators down there in South Carolina. Tomorrow looks like 16 degrees here and 19 on. You know what? The day I got to dig the palm out on Friday, I got to go and dig it out after work. It's going to take me probably a bitch an hour to dig that thing. And it's going to be 19 degrees and rain. It says rain. So that's good. I hope it pours rain. And that's better for the palm transplant. 90 degrees. That's toasty. Fox had
mother fox in our deck. No skunks, dude.
Oh, cool. Love fox. We don't have skunks or fox on our island here. We just have mountain lion and we have raccoons and mink. And we have elk and deer. There's one elk that I know of, and there's lots of deer.
I've seen anoles when I was younger.
Oh, cool. The lizard list. Right on, palm tree dude. Yeah, I had them probably about 35 years ago. I had them as pets, and then some of them I had in an aquarium with moss and little tropical plants and everything. So it was kind of like they're in this little rainforest, and they actually had babies in there, which was really cool. So they were brown anoles, and that's what I had. And I also had my very first lizard I had when I was a kid was a chameleon. That would have been in the late 1960s. How do you grow any? Yes, we have grevillea. We do. We've grown it for years. I got some in the garden I planted, got at least 25 years ago. Lots of grevillea on Salt Spring. We have grevillea Canberra. I've grown grevillea Victoria grows massive here too. There's a big hedge of it growing at Kingfisher in town. Been there for 30 years. And I had one too, but it dried up in the back of my place under eucalyptus trees and died one summer.
Anoles basically are just the best.
That's cool. Yeah, same with geckos too. And whenever in Hawaii, we love to watch the geckos. Max Lax, I just got a baby tree fern and I'm scared. Yes, tree ferns. Okay. I don't know where you live. I don't know where your growing zone is. We grow tree ferns here. We have quite a few of them in our garden. The biggest one has around 6 feet of trunk. And I planted that one over 27 years ago now. And the most tender part of a Dicksonia antarctica ferns is the where the croziers emerge. So where those big fiddleheads come out of the top of the crown, that is the most frost tender part of a tree fern. Okay, the hardiest part of the tree fern is the trunk, and then the second is the fronds. Right, so fronds will usually brown at about you get down below 20 degrees Fahrenheit, you can count them being toast, but you got to protect the inner crown. Palm Daddy Grevillea Canberra we grow. Yeah, Grevillea Canberra. You see anoles on the wall of my old house. That's pretty cool, palm tree dude. You gotta like that. You gotta love lizards on the wall of your house. So, yeah, Grevillea Canberra, Grevillea Victoria are very common grevilleas here. Another nice one to grow, bottle brush. Bottle brush are great species, Australian species to grow as well. And that's callistemon. But anyway, with a tree fern, if you live in a cold area, you want to protect the center crown of a tree fern. I've seen more people on the mainland lose big tree ferns because they don't protect the center crown and it freezes. And I've seen ones with 8 feet of trunk freeze dead. All right. And that's the truth. I hate to sound negative, but it's the truth. I remember a guy in the Palm Society bought 2 big ones, 8 foot of trunk. And I says, you better protect them. The guy in the nursery said they'll be fine. Well, guess what? They both died first winter. That sucks. Picking up grevillea. Yeah, Victoria. Royal grevillea is a good one, Palm Daddy. Fast draining soil and full sun. That's what they like. Miniature chameleons are cool. They change color fast. Kind of like, yeah, chameleons. Chameleons do. Does anyone know what a tumbleweed is? Tumbleweed? Yeah. I've seen them when I was in Southern California when I was 17 years old. We were driving across the desert and they're blowing in front of our car. Yeah, I think you should try them in North Carolina, Max Lax, especially if you're closer to the water. But it really depends. Michael Morris, how's it going, buddy? Wherever, I don't know where you are in North Carolina. I mean, North Carolina is a pretty good sized state. So if you're in from the ocean, it's definitely going to get colder winters. if you are near the water, well, you know the ocean regulates the air in the winter, so you're going to get away with a lot more palms and exotica.
Depends where the tree ferns are already here.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends, and depends what species of tree fern, right? There's Dixonia fibrosa, sclerosa, Cyathea australis, Cyathea cooperi. There's Dixonia antarctica. We have a lot of Dixonia antarcticas, and we have 2 Cyathea cooperi, which are Australian tree ferns. But the Cyathea cooperi were burning in the sun. It was getting so hot on our sun deck. You live near the beach, then you should definitely try a. I don't know how they take your high heat, but you should definitely try a Australian tree fern. Try an Australian tree fern. You could try Dixonia antarctica. Australia's hard to find. Yeah, we have 2 of them. Grocery store often brings them in, and they were like 11, 12 bucks a piece for 1 gallon size. So I bought some a couple of years ago, and they're actually growing pretty fast, the Australian ones. And they stay outside pretty much all winter, except the coldest days. So we had a few days in February that were cold. Those were the only days I just shoved them in to a cool rock kind of cellar, and then I brought them right back out again.
Near the beach, I would try.
Yeah, you should try one for sure.
What's the best tree fern for a place it's 20F?
Dixonia antarctica. I think I would try Tasmanian tree fern, camel. Yeah. The nursery down the road from us has a ton of tree ferns, like lots of them. Cooperi in Australia. So they're completely different. I don't know. Hey, Wendy. Wendy. Yeah? She shot a video. Did you put your tree fern video on? Not yet. Okay, because you know what? A good example. Wendy shot a video of me talking about tree ferns yesterday, and we're comparing seeing the difference between Dixonia antarctica and Cyathea cooperi. So you will see the difference, and they're completely different, the fronds on them too. And like I say, Cyathea cooperi is much less cold hardy, skinnier trunk too.
Are there any plants that are endemic to British Columbia?
Like what types? Like, are you talking about like tree ferns? We have tons of ferns here. She hasn't uploaded it yet, Palm Daddy. It'll be on Gulf Island Rock. Wendy's got a channel called Golf. So one word, Golf, and then the 2 other words is Island Rock. Okay, that's her YouTube channel, and she's got lots of videos on there on exotic gardening. So, hey, Wendy, upload that tomorrow, okay? Yeah, she's going to upload it tomorrow. So then you can totally see the difference, because we got the fronds side by side. So I'm standing beside the big tree fern, and then the other tree ferns are in pots, the Australian ones. And she said, put them beside each other so you can actually see the difference. Big difference for sure.
Any plants in species is so big. I think there's some plants that are only native.
Oh yeah, no, we have tons of native plants here. I mean, awesome native plants. We have Oregon box. We have salal. Well, I'm talking broadleaf evergreen. These are broadleaf evergreen plants. Oregon box, salal, western sword ferns, licorice ferns, Oregon grape. I'm trying to think what else. Pacific madrona, Pacific wax myrtle trees, and tons of conifers, right? Like we have Pacific dogwood, but that's a deciduous. We have one beside our deck blooming right now, big one. The native dogwood, that's our British Columbia flower. So we have Douglas fir, we have western red cedar, we have western hemlock, we have grand fir, and we have balsam fir. So we have a lot of native stuff here.
Mislabeled.
Cooperi is australis. Yeah, australis I think was hardier, but it's probably cooperi. Australis is harder to find. Oh, you want to see the difference between australis? Yeah, we don't have australis. We only have cooperi. Yeah, we have 2 cooperi.
Mislabeled and cooperi is australis.
Well, I think australis, Palm Daddy, is actually more cold hardy.
Basically, any plant that enjoys constant cool weather.
Well, it depends where you are in the Northwest Pacific. So if you go up to Prince Rupert or you go to the west side of Vancouver Island, you're definitely going to get cloud cover, way more cloud cover. We get a lot more sun here in the Gulf Islands because a lot of people forget we are in a rain shadow here, okay? We get a lot more sunshine and drier days. So 30 to 35 inches. We get actually a lot less rain than a lot of eastern places. They think it rains here. A lot of people think it rains here all the time. Do you have somebody from Toronto and they say, oh, it's just the wet coast? Well, actually, we get less rainfall annually than Toronto here on the southern Gulf Islands. And we get a lot of sunshine too. Watch my videos and you'll see my videos don't lie. So you'll see how little it actually does rain here on Salt Spring Island because I shoot videos every single day. I don't miss a thing. If it's going to rain, I'm going to get it. And it did rain. Like I say, it might have been, I think maybe 2 days ago we had some rain. I shot a video of it anyway. There's a small tree fern that grows only in a small pot in the mountains of Virginia. Oh, no way. A tree fern. Really? Oh, small tree. Oh, there's a small tree that grows only in a small spot in the mountains of Virginia. Oh, really? Okay. Still choppy, eh? I can't understand. I'm getting an internet booster. I'm getting a Wi-Fi booster. I bought one, and I'm going to try it. Hopefully, it'll come soon. It'll hopefully boost the signal. Yeah, we've had very little rain. Like I said, for March we had 13 millimeters, and to date for April we've had 6 millimeters of precipitation. And the first rainfall we had for April was just like, was it yesterday or the day before? 6 millimeters. That was it. Betula. Oh, that's a birch tree, palm tree, dude. Betula. Yeah, birch tree. Joe, did you ever? No, we didn't do the draw because we're going to do it, I think, maybe next Saturday. I've been so busy. So YouTube draw is here. And, we might even do it Friday night. I could do it Friday night. Maybe Friday night would be a good night to do the draw. So that would be good because Saturday I'm going to be really busy. I'm going to be 11 o'clock. I got to be digging out that palm tree or moving the palm tree. Friday I'm digging out the palm. And then Saturday, I got to move the palm tree to our house. So I'll try to shoot a video of the palm tree we're moving. It's a big palm. Like I say, it's got about, I'm guessing about 8 feet of trunk on it, something like that. Yeah, it's birch species. Yeah, we don't have any native birch trees on our island. So it's pretty dry there. Yes, I can add you. Palm Daddy. Let me get my book here. Where is my book? Where in the heck is my little book? When I want there it is, right there. I got it. Okay, so Palm Daddy, we'll put you in there too. Because you just never know what you can win here. Palm Daddy. Get my scissors here, Palm Daddy. Palm Daddy. Yeah, it's been too dry here. The forest fire rating is extreme, right? Or not extreme, we're at high. We're definitely high here on the Southern Gulf Islands. I drive past the forest fire rating sign every single day. It's right across the street from one of our parks and recreation shops. So it was at high the other day. I took a picture of it and I threw it on Instagram. So any of you guys that follow me on Instagram will see that picture on there, and it probably will go up to extreme. Are Bismarckia palm and pygmy date palms or any other palms good for my climate? Max Lax. No, I don't think. They would be short term there anyway. Bismarckia nobilis and Phoenix robelii short term. You want to stick with sable palmetto. You could try Libostona chinensis. You could try a Phoenix there. And you're definitely in the draw now, Palm Daddy. You're in there. Did I put you in there? You're in there. Yes, you are in there. Okay, so yeah, try one of those. And Trachycarpus fortunae, of course. You'll probably get away with pygmy dates. Yeah, I wonder, is there any long-term pygmy date palms in coastal North Carolina? Because I know they don't get a lot of frost, and there are Washingtonias there, but every so often it can get cold on the coast, right? So just watch your weather. And if you do grow a pygmy date palm, put it in a sheltered spot, and also look around and see what grows in your area. Do you see many pygmy date palms or any growing in that area? Another one you should try is Rhapis excelsa. You should try the lady palm. That would be a good one too. Nice and hardy, right? I don't know what your lowest temperature is there. I really don't know. I know you get a lot of heat and humidity, but I don't know what your lowest temperature would be. Dates in Hilton Head, even it's been a long time since. Oh, cool. So there you go. So you know what? Try a pygmy date palm. Yeah, do it. Bismarck and pygmy grow good in Myrtle. I've seen them. Yeah, and I know Tamar Myers had I think she had a Bismarckia. I'm pretty sure she had a Bismarckia in her yard. Yeah, but she was in South Carolina, right? And she also had a Jubea too. She used to be the editor of Palm Quarterly. It's a magazine you probably guys wouldn't remember. It was many years ago, back in the 80s. and into the 90s, it was called Palm Quarterly, and she lived in South Carolina. She lived north before that. I don't know if it was Ohio, and then she moved to South Carolina.
It's one of the plants you could try, but it doesn't.
Yeah, no, it'd be short term. I think a pygmy date palm is unfortunately, a short term palm. Pindo palms do really well in North Carolina, especially on the coast. Inland, they can get damaged. I know Gary Holler had his damaged. I don't know if it got killed. It might have got killed in February 1989. I remember seeing a lot of pictures of his garden way back when, and he had really, really cold temperatures where he is in North Carolina. And Gary Holler has a nursery, right? He's got a palm nursery, so he's specializes kind of like in sables. Yes, pygmy date palms are cheap. They're kind of useless as a house plant, but they're really good outside if you live in a good climate for them, right? I've always had spider mites on mine when I've grown them in the house, so I'm not really a big house plant person, really. The only two house plants I have for myself are the bananas. I got some bananas in a pot, two different pots, and then I throw them. I just threw them outside last week, and they kind of got sunburnt, but I expected that. So Musa acuminata, so they're dwarf Cavendish, and then I will bring them back into the kitchen probably September, end of September. Gary lives in Newbern. That's right. Yeah, at the start of the he does. He lives in Newbern. So February 1989, he had a horrendous freeze in that area, North Carolina, and a lot of stuff got defoliated and killed. And he had big butias, so I don't know if they died or they got defoliated.
Those storage, but they're so rare.
I think Livistona would do good there. I don't know. We can grow them here. I've seen them actually long term in Vancouver. Unfortunately, the ones that were long term down on Penny Farthing Drive got removed by some moron of a maintenance guy telling the owner of the building that they're getting too big. There's two of them. A good friend of mine, Gerard Puri, planted them in 1989, and they lasted 20 years before they got down. They got featured in HPI, I think probably 2 or 3 times over the years. And I do have a photo, and I have those HPIs. I have every HPI, and HPI is Hardy Palm International. So they used to grow in Penny Farthing Drive down in Granville Island in front of a building, but under this big overhang. And they were getting big. They're absolutely beautiful, big trunks on them. And they ended up removing them. Just really sad. Yeah, and there's tree ferns that grow in Vancouver too. There's some big tree ferns that grow on the inner city of Vancouver, and they get all that urban heat, and they are evergreen there as well.
Well, there is some sort of old British fort.
Wow, cool. I'd like to see North Carolina too. There's sable miners in North Carolina, and there's also sable palmetto, native sable palmetto. I don't know if there's needle palm. Is there any needle palms native to North Carolina, or does Rhapidophyllum hystrix extend that far north? I'm curious. Give me the dirt, guys. How far north does needle palm extend? I'm guessing South Carolina. I don't know if there's needle palms in North Carolina, native needle palms. But I bet you there's some not too far where Camel lives, right?
Inland, closer to Virginia than New York.
Virginia than Newbern. Yeah. And then, anyway, that's where Gary Holler lives, in Newbern, North Carolina. And he's been growing palm trees, I think, since 1975 or something like that. Needle palm is only native to Florida because I heard they're native to Alabama too, though. Because I think they are native to Alabama as well. I got a needle palm seed sent to me years ago from Alabama, collected in the wild.
An old map has it on it. Knows that if it was
wouldn't, it's gone. Cool. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure needle palms are Alabama. I'm sure I have write-ups on that. Native needle palms in Alabama. Sorry, folks. I'm back here. I'm just looking. I'm Googling it. Habitat. South Carolina. Cool. Yeah, I was figuring they're in South Carolina. Yeah, they're native. They're found in the southern half of Alabama. There you go. Yeah, needle palms are native to Alabama. They're also endangered, I believe, in the wild too. What they used to do in the 1800s with Rhapidophyllum hystrix is people liked them for decoration for their houses. So a lot of people would go in there and cut the tops off, the crowns off, and hang them on their wall, I've heard, or use them as table decorations. That's what I was told. I think I've even read that before too. What a shame, eh? To go there to a 50-year-old needle palm and cut the crown off of it. Sick, huh? So I'm guessing they must be protected down there, right, in the wild. I would love to see needle palms in the wild in South Carolina. I love needle palms. It is stupid people doing stuff like that. Well, it's like the lady I'm taking the palm tree from, and I love the lady. She's a nice gal. But she says, Joe, I'm gonna have to get the palm cut down. I says, you can't cut down the palm. I will break my back getting that palm out of there. So the last palm I dug out was March 2019, and it did really well. And it's got about 7 feet of trunk on it, big, thick trunk. And Wendy helped me, and my sister-in-law Marie helped me, and it was heavy, but it looks good. It never even went into shock, really. I dug it by hand. They also killed all of the eastern buffalo. Yeah, they do that. They do that stuff up here too, though, right? I mean, they all did that up here in Alberta. They cut stuff down, they clear cut stuff, they wipe out species. Like I said, folks, plants aren't invasive and damaging. It's man. The most destructive and invasive species on the planet is man, right? That's why plants and that's why animals go extinct, because it's man that makes them extinct. Look what they do to sharks. Look what they do to poaching in Africa and other countries. It's man. So when somebody says to you, well, that's an invasive species and that should be cut down, tell them to go cram it up their Kulu. That's Italian for hiney. You know what I mean? And you tell them the most destructive and invasive species on the planet is man, not a plant. Okay. I get so sick and tired of people telling me that. So a couple of weeks ago, beautiful, big holly tree growing in the forest. I admired it every time I went in there in my Parks truck, driving through the Mowat Park. Somebody cut it down, trunk on it like this. Beautiful tree, gone, chopped it into pieces. These idiots. As far as I'm concerned, those guys are idiots. Palms and more. Hey, Bugger Muffins, good to see you in there. Cut down most of the super. Oh, yeah. Well, palm tree, dude, our island has been logged at least, I'm going to say 2 times over. All right. So we have old growth trees here that, believe it or not, they did leave some of them, but there's not a lot of them left. So I'm talking trees that are probably 9 or 10 feet across, right at the butt. But most old growth trees here have been wiped out back in the 1800s. When the first settlers came in 1859, they started logging and they killed all the wolves. We had bear here, so wolves are dead. The bears are gone and the elk are gone. Deer are still here. We still have mountain lion, but all the other stuff is gone. People still eat swamp cabbage too. Oh yeah. So what they do is, in order to eat swamp cabbage, well, which is a sable palmetto, the heart of it, you got to kill the palm, right? Which kind of sucks. It's sad. People still, yeah. I've eaten a heart of palm, and I thought about it after I ate it. Well, that kind of sucks because they had to kill the palmetto. That's why they call them a cabbage palm. I started a YouTube channel. One of the first videos, tour of my. Oh, cool. Bugger Muffins. We got to check that out. Sweet, GA. My son wants to go down there again because, like I say, his best friend lives in Georgia, south of Atlanta. And my youngest son is going to be 21 soon. He's been down there twice, so he'll probably be going down there again. Okay, the difference okay, Joe. The difference is you can't prevent people from being in one spot. Definitely arrested, cut down, or kill invasive species because it's too late to stop it. Yeah, it's too bad man moves around like that and damages everything where they go. Whenever I look at pollution, you know what I mean? I know people talk about climate change and this and that, but it's mostly pollution. I mean, pollution is mostly caused by man. Yeah, when a volcano erupts, there's probably going to be some pollution too, and forest fires, but most of the forest fires around here are started by man too. I watched a video of some guy in Florida cutting down. No way, really? Oh, I couldn't even watch that. That would be hard. Cutting down 20 palms. Yeah, I don't cut down any plant, really. I'm really good at not cutting down plants. You know what I mean? The only thing I don't really like around here, and I cut back, is ivy. English ivy, I would say, is the worst one here. Oh, and we have broom. We have a lot of broom, too. A lot of broom grows on the side of the road. It's blooming down gorse. But ivy's got to be the worst thing. Also, hollies are ugly and sharp, waste of space. Yeah, the one in the forest, I think they look nice in the forest myself because they're not everywhere, but there are a lot of them and they do look good. And the birds really love the berries. I'm not very good at videos. Well, it doesn't matter. You know what? Bugger Muffins, practice makes perfect. Just first. Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, they do taste good. Heart of palm tastes good, but you know what? I much prefer to eat palm fruit on special palms rather than cut down a palm, kill it, and take its heart out and use it as a vegetable, right? I mean, I'd rather eat a vegetable that's grown in the garden rather than kill a beautiful sable palmetto palm. I couldn't do it. I couldn't cut down a palm. So when the lady says, Joe, I'm going to have to get this palm cut down if you don't want it, I says, I'm going to go over this. So I went and looked at it with Wendy the other day, It's beautiful. It really is a nice, beautiful, nice, thick trunk on it. So I'm going to do my best to get it out of there. And here at our place, and I got the perfect spot for it too. It's going to be awesome. You'll drive in our far. We have 3 driveways on our property. So our far driveway, as soon as you pull in, there's a big palm tree right at the entrance, and there's 2 on the other side. There's some cordy lines, and you drive down, and the next thing you'll see is another big palm tree straight ahead between 2 tikis. Japanese honeysuckle is, oh, we got that here too. Sorry, yeah, we got lots of wild honeysuckle here too. Linicera. The more forests and jungles get cut down, the worse. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Now, I agree with you, palm tree dude, and that's what they do in these third world countries. Like you get into South America and Southeast Asia, they're clearing so much of the rainforest. It's so sad. So it's destroying the habitat for animals, right? The animal habitat, the animals that live there. Christian, how far apart do you think you should put them right next to each other? Have you seen my videos, Christian, on Musabaju plants? I mean, you could have an area that's 10 foot, 10 foot by 10 foot, and have 20 banana plants in there because one makes many. Have you ever seen Hal's Banana Grove? I got a neighbor down the road here. He's got a banana jungle, and he's got dozens of them growing in a small area. Some palms need to be cut down because the roots are lines of water pipes. But you know what? Palm tree roots will never ever damage. I'm going to tell you another thing, guys. Palm tree roots will never damage water pipes. They shouldn't, and they shouldn't damage electrical, and they shouldn't break sidewalks or driveways or crack foundations. If you look at the southeast old forest cover swamp, so much more 100 years ago. Oh yeah, oh absolutely. It's pretty sad. Yeah, well, the worst place I saw was Haiti. I remember going to Haiti one time, and man, it was like the whole side, the mountains were bare. It's like they clear cut that place eons ago and stripped all the rainforest away. It's pretty sad, actually. I keep my garden so natural with all the amazing. That's what I do too. So bugger muffins, our garden is natural, but with an exotic flair. Okay, so we have all the native plants in there, but we also have lots of exotica. So there's big arbutus trees growing with the palm trees and stuff. I like the natural look too. I have to go back and watch your video, Musabaju. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. I just shot one the other day. I just uploaded it. I don't think. Yeah, I've seen Washingtonia roots. Definitely. They should never break sidewalks. They should never break sidewalks or damage roadways. That's why they use them as street trees in California. If they did, there'd be a lot of damage to the roads and sidewalks. I put 4 Musabajus in the ground just 6 feet apart. If they swamp that space, well, you can, yeah, that's fine. And you know what? They will spread, and you can also separate them too. It's easy to separate bananas. You know, you got your mother plant, and then it comes off the bottom of the mother plant is the pup, right? So I'm going to I'll draw a picture here. Let's draw a picture. So mother plant, mother banana, and off the bottom you got the pup, like this. You got pups coming off the bottom, and the pups have roots on them. Okay, so this is the way it works with bananas. Okay, so here's your mother plant right here, and here's the pups that come off the bottom of it, right? If you take a shovel, you see the roots on them? If you take a sharp spade and you slice them straight down and pull them away, you get the roots on them, and then you can transplant that somewhere else. Right down beside the big trunk, the mother plant, and then straight down and dig around it and pull them away, and you got roots on them. Transplant them. They're super easy to move. Bananas. Bush roots, they aren't that bad. No, they're not. They don't. Palm tree roots are not bad. Palm tree roots are not big, guys. I don't care if it's a jubea. They do not have big roots on them. That's why you can transplant them at any size and any age. Palm trees are not regular trees. Okay, they're totally different than an oak tree, and they're different than a monkey puzzle. They're completely different. They don't really heal if you damage the trunk on them either, right? They're probably more prone to infection. Unlike a tree, the bark will callus over. Yeah, I've never seen destructive coconut roots, honestly. I've never seen any palm tree with destructive roots. My buddy near Vancouver has a massive date palm beside his house. Okay, the trunk is taller than me now, and I can't get my arms around it, and it's right up against his foundation, and he's got concrete patio all around it. And no, I don't think palm roots are, I've never seen a destructive palm root.
Here, guys, I'm going to post something right here. Doesn't let me post that much of a comment here. Hang on. Okay, so it is highly unlikely that palm tree roots will damage concrete. The roots for a palm tree stay the same diameter for the life of the root. Let's see. So there are many roots, but they are thin. Other trees have roots that grow thicker as they mature, which can lead to crack in the sidewalk concrete surface. So palm tree roots are not big. They're tiny. They will not damage anything. That's the way it is. I mean, I've dug out a lot of palm trees, even big ones, and I've never seen a big root. That would be a giant root on a palm tree. That would be gigantic. There's small, lots of small roots. So anyway, there's a little information for you. They don't grow big like tree roots. Let me get that out of there. But they're always thin roots. I will shoot a video. Maybe Wendy can come with me when I'm digging out the palm tree and actually shoot a video, a document, and then do a good video of the roots on them, right? Royals would have a way. Royals, I would grow them because. Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's the fronds I'm more worried about on big palm trees, right? So a date palm drops a frond, or a Roystonia regia, like a palm tree dude says, a Cuban royal palm drops a frond, shedding a frond, and it hits your car. It's going to crunch. It's going to put a dent in your car. It's going to break your window. Coconut palms, the fruit on them the coconuts are damaging, right? They can kill you. First of all, you don't want to stand underneath a coconut palm loaded with coconuts. And a coconut fruit's called a drupe, by the way. And then they can fall on your vehicle and they can damage it, right? So that would be my only concern with big palm trees is the fronds dropping. Could you imagine a Bismarckia frond dropping off a mature Bismarckia? I don't know, man. That could cause a lot of damage if it hit your say palm tree dude, you had your Mercedes Benz parked underneath there. Do you have a Mercedes Benz? Or Camel, you got your Rolls Royce parked underneath a coconut palm, and a coconut palm falls on your Rolls Royce. Well, it's going to do some damage. Definitely. And if it hits you in the head, it's going to give you good flogging on the noggin. And you probably won't get up from it either. I'm sure. I forget how many people they say each year die from coconuts. 600 people a year die from coconuts falling on their head. That was one of the stats I heard on the radio a while back. They were talking about it. I think it was 600. So, and stupid me, I've got some pictures of me standing underneath coconut palms loaded with coconuts. So I look back at those photos and I go, you know what? I shouldn't have been standing underneath those coconut palms with all those coconuts on them. But I don't know if you guys like to eat coconuts. I love coconuts. And I do love to see a palm tree with coconuts on it. But when you're in Waikiki or Maui, anywhere where there's lots of people around, they tend to cut all the coconuts off. So it's a liability thing probably. My grandpa lived in Florida, and he said there was common to see that falling coconut. And unreal, like crazy. Yeah. Can you imagine that falling on your head, a coconut? If any of my palms were large enough to damage something, I'd be busy celebrating to notice. Right on. Well, Trachycarpus palms, you don't have to worry. They're not going to damage anything. The fruit are kidney-shaped, and they're like big peas, basically, and they're not going to damage anything. And they're not even messy. Trachycarpus palms are not messy. They're a really nice palm. And if you let the lower leaves fronds die off, eventually they will form a skirt or petticoat. So, yeah, I don't know. I think our tallest palm must be 20 feet, something like that. I guess it must be upwards near 20 feet tall. So it's a female, too. I planted it in 1987 when it was just a little baby. So it's doing very well, but it's neglected. It's doing well considering it's neglected. I mean, it should be a lot taller, but when I planted it, I planted it in this native soil, and I didn't add anything. I don't remember adding any good soil, and it was like this pocket of, I thought, half decent soil. So the palm should be a lot bigger, but it's not, unfortunately. So remember, like I say, my theory for planting is a $1 plant gets a $5 hole. There was a 4-headed pinto palm cut down. Oh, see, that sucks. You know what? And Max, Alawai Canal on the island of Oahu in Waikiki, there was a 2-headed Phoenix sylvestris. And I do have photos of it. And it was before I was shooting YouTube videos. I wish I had a video of it. And I always admired it. So we'd walk down the Alawai Canal as we're going to go to Kapahulu, because I like to go to Kapahulu to go to Leonard's Bakery and Rainbow Diner. And at the end of Alawai Canal, there's this double-headed phoenix. So the trunk went up about probably 30 feet, and then it was a Y. 2 full perfect crowns. Well, guess what? I went back. Well, I used to go every year. And then the one year I went down there, they cut it down. Hi, Jane. How's it going? Jane, speaking of Kapahulu, Jane lives up in Kapahulu. So Jane knows what I'm talking about. So when there's an anomaly like that, when there's something like a freak of nature, a 4-headed butia or a 2-headed Phoenix sylvestris, leave it alone. You don't need to cut the other crown off. What's it hurting? It wasn't hurting anything. The Phoenix sylvestris looks so nice on the end of the LOI canal. I love the looks of those palm trees. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. And if you ever get a chance, when you're on the island of Oahu, go through the Honolulu Zoo. Even if you're not much into zoos, they got some really nice plants in there. Really beautiful plants. Have you heard of a variety? Yes, I have. We grow Cygrus romanzophiana, Jane. So I've grown Silver Queen. I've grown from seed. But the palm that I thought was sent to me as a Butia cross Cyagris, it absolutely looks like a pure Cyagris. I do not see any Butia in that Cyagris or in that Cyagris whatsoever. It's pure Cyagris, right? So anyway, this is his 3rd winter in the ground. I planted it in February 2018, and it's doing well. It's doing very well. It's growing. I put some goose manure around it. I fertilized it, hit it with some palm food. I water it. It's growing in full sun, and it seems happy. Like I say, the only protection I gave it, I rammed some metal poles in the ground around, and I put a clear plastic bag over top of it. That was it. It did fine. So I'm quite happy with it. So let's just see. I'm not expecting it to be a long-term palm by any means, but let's just see how long it survives. Cygrus literalis, Silver Queen. Yeah, I've heard they're even hardier. And I did grow some Silver Queen palms, and I sold a bunch of them. I don't know where they are. They were just seedlings, but like I say, they were little guys. I never grew any to big size. But Silver Queen, I got a bunch of seed from, somebody sent them to me from California, right? Something like that. I love queen palms. I think they're beautiful. So anyway, we'll do another update on our queen palm. Let's say in June. Maybe in June we'll do an update on it and see how much it's actually grown. You know, the one that's really growing well is the one they cut with the chainsaw. So the palm tree they cut with the chainsaw is actually up about this much now. So I'm expecting it to have some fronds on it by summertime. And also the one that I cut all the leaves off, we have a 10-foot trachea. It dried out. I cut all these off. It looks like there's green coming out of it now. I put hydrogen peroxide down it a month ago. They turn silver after a freeze, Jane. Interesting. Okay. That's a very interesting bit of information, Jane. Thank you. Buggermut. Would Phoenix dactylifera be cold hardy there if it wasn't? Phoenix dactylifera is a pretty hardy palm, but yeah, it's the dryness. And my buddy Barry up in Lanceville grew one for several years. He used to keep it dry. And then it finally packed it in when he didn't keep it dry. But nice palm tree. But yeah, it's just too wet here. It's like growing Washingtonia flifera. Absolutely useless here. Not a good palm this far north. Yeah. Yeah, it is actually cool. Like I was pretty upset after they cut the palm tree down with a chainsaw. I mean, I wanted the eucalyptus tree cut down, but they cut the palm tree down and it was really upsetting. But man, it's growing back fast. So I've been watering it. I fertilize it. And it's getting a lot more sun now because the eucalyptus is gone. The eucalyptus was sucking the life out of it. Not anymore. Bye-bye, eucalyptus. Max likes, there's a video for it on YouTube if you want. Yeah, I'd like to see it. A 4-headed pindo. Cool. Silver queen palms are from 3,000 foot in the mountains. So I think queen palms are native to South America, right? Brazil? Am I correct, Jane? Correct me if I'm wrong. They are native to Brazil, right? And Arcanto Phoenix Cunninghamiana is the king palm. That is native to Australia, right? That's another palm I like. I had one time. It wasn't that big. I'm guessing maybe a 2-gallon. Maybe it was a 2-gallon size, but it perished outside. Not hardy here. Long term is Trachycarpus here. South America. Yeah, I was thinking queen palms were native to somewhere in Brazil, right? But really beautiful palm. I also love foxtail palms, and I think those are native to Australia. Woodissia bifurcata. They're beautiful. Do you know one of the fastest growing palm trees, guys? I think it might be the fastest native to South America. It's called Pygafetta. Look that one up, Pygafetta. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think that's one of the fastest growing palm trees in the world, but not hardy, right? Be nice to go on a palm tree adventure, hiking into the jungles of South America and collecting seed from some of the palms. And if you had like a big conservatory or something, you could grow them all. Or where Jane lives, you could grow the side. High elevation doesn't need summer heat. Oh, wow. Maybe I should get a silver queen. But the problem is, Jane, at my age, at 57 years old, growing things from seed, I'm going to be way too old to enjoy them. So it's almost better for me to buy a bigger palm tree, right? If I could find a bigger silver queen. So, yeah, it's not going to cut it for me to grow one from seed and wait for it to get to 6 feet tall because I'll probably be dead of old age, right? So I still got to try koa too. Like Jane says, I still got to try a koa tree. Got to get some high elevation koa. Well, hopefully one of these days I'll be able to get back to Hawaii. I think queen palms do grow fast. There's a lot of queen palms, especially on Maui. There's a ton of queen palms around where we are. Not at our condo complex, but near it. But if they ever open up travel again where I don't have to have a stamp on my passport, I will definitely come back to Maui again and go to Hawaii. But if I have to have a stamp on my passport, I won't be traveling, unfortunately. It's kind of a drag, but it kind of sucks to me. I really want to go back to Hawaii, but I heard they grow 2 feet a year, kind of like Washingtonia robusta. Washingtonia grow really fast too. And those are the ones they cut down. They cut a beautiful one down at our condo. I go big fan. They're really nice palms, aren't they? Hey, I'll tell you another nice palm you'd like, bugger muffins. Okay, it's called a Joey palm. Google Joey palm, okay? Just the way it sounds, Joey palm. And then try to pronounce the Latin name of it. Johnstahomania or something. Try to pronounce a Joey palm Latin name. See if you can. Google Joey palm. They are one of the most beautiful tropical looking palms you will see. I absolutely love them. And I don't love them because it's my name. Or okay, I'll Google. Yeah, cool. There's one at Lion. Yes, there is, but it's not a big one. Jane, it's not like the last time I saw it, it wasn't that big. It was just planted. My mule palms have not recovered from the Feb freeze. Oh no. That's sad. That's upsetting. But I do see a lot of palms recovering, Frank. And that was really upsetting to see the freeze come down there because I got a lot of friends that live in Texas, and especially Tony Cerboni. He's got an amazing garden in Dallas. And but a lot of his palms are recovering, and even his big Washingtonia flifera is recovering. You got to leave some of the palms. I think a lot of the city workers are too premature to be ripping stuff out, right? You got to leave it to the last minute. Wait, be patient. And a lot of them will actually pop back to life. And then the ones that are truly dead, not growing, get rid of them. But I think they're taking some out too early that might have life in them. That's I heard Silver Queen survived. So they did survive Texas, Jane? That was a bad freeze. I think it got down below 0 degrees Fahrenheit in some places. That is absolutely insane. It has never been below 0 degrees Fahrenheit here on our island. And what makes that more insane, you look at our latitude, right? Why do people make fun of me for loving plants and palms? And I'm trying to do this, connect with nature. Palms and plants are awesome. You know what, Max Lax? It is the best hobby you can ever have. So I don't know why they're making fun of you. They shouldn't be making fun of you. They should be joining in the hobby to see how much fun it is, right? Growing palms and plants is actually an addiction, but it's a good addiction. Wow, the name is hard to pronounce. Cool palms, fronds look like they could be. Yeah, exactly. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Another cool palm, bugger muffins, is called a corypha. Corypha. Is it Corphia? Corypha. It's a Telepot palm. And there's some growing at Lion Arboretum. So a Telepot palm is, I believe, native to Southeast Asia. And when they bloom, they die. Okay, they're these massive palms, and they send out, I think it takes about 80 years or something before they bloom. Massive palms. And they send out these big white sprays of flowers out the top, and then the palm dies. So you look up that one, Telepot, Talipot, Telepot palm. I shared a video of a. Oh, did you share one? Did you put it on People Who Love Palm Trees, Jane? I'll check it out. I love Lion Arboretum. I can't wait to go back there again one day. That's one of my favorite places to see palms is Lion Arboretum up in the Manoa Hills on the island of Oahu. And for those of you people that don't know Jane, my friend Jane lives on the island of Oahu. And cool. Okay, thanks, Jane. I'll check it out. After this live stream, I will definitely check it out. Where in the U.S. can I buy small, rare palms in containers? Probably Phil Bergman, Jungle Music in Westminster, California. Look up the website. Phil Bergman's a member of the Palm Society, and he grows rare palms. So look up Jungle Music Palms. He's near San Diego. Jungle Music Palms in California. He probably ships them too. Where are you? Oh yeah, those Telepot are really cool palms. Yeah, giant. I got videos of them on my YouTube channel here if you want to see them. I've stood underneath them and shot videos of them. They're either on this channel or my other channel, Jungle Joe C. They are absolutely massive. I got a video of Wendy standing beside the trunk, and she looks like a little ant. They're so big. You think you can buy it in the USA? What, the Silver Queen, Jane? Silver Queen? Yeah, you can't get them up here. Not a hope in heck you're going to get them in Canada, that's for sure. What do you think about Oh, I love Copernicea. They're beautiful palms. I wish they were hardy. They're a beautiful fan palm. Really, really nice tree. Yeah, I wish I could grow something like that here, but unfortunately not. This is Trachycarpus country, folks, and you'll know that from my videos. It is definitely Trachycarpus palm growing country. Silver Queens have survived freezes that regular. Is that right? Yeah, no, I always heard, Jane, they are hardier, the Silver Queens. And I don't know if I've ever seen a mature one, though. I have to Google a picture of a Silver Queen. Like I say, I grew them from seed. And, well, it'd be nice to try one here, but I can't see it being a long-term palm this far north. There's no way a Silver Queen. I don't think any of those types of palms would be long-term. Jubea is definitely long-term here. Butia seems to be long-term in the right areas. Butia has to be in a good area. Livistona is a long-term palm if planted in the right area. Trachycarpus, there's no doubt. Camarops humilis is long-term. Needle palms are long-term. Some of the sables are long-term. Camadoria radicalis is long-term. Wagnerianus, Camadoria microspadix is long-term too. So there's a lot of long-term palms here. I'm hoping to get back to my friend's garden in June and shoot a video of his amazing palm garden. He's got about 60 palm trees, most of them mature, and he's got an amazing palm garden in Victoria, just south of here. And you walk through his garden, you're walking through this trail of giant palm trees. He's got a butia that is huge, and like I say, they collect fruit off of it, and his wife makes jam out of it. And he's got some nice sables. He's got beautiful Brahia armata, Brahia edulis, Trithrinax. I think it's Acanthocoma. He's got a big Trithrinax in his garden too. Silver Queen is more cold hardy than Washingtonia robusta. That's a good thing. Wow. I love washies. And that's another palm that people do grow here on the coast. That's short-term palm. Where you live, you have good success. No, Mexican fan palms are useless here, Max. There are people that grow them, and I've seen them survive for quite a few winters, but it's just, I think it's just too, it gets too cold and it kills them. That's the problem with the Mexican fan palm. So it's maybe not so much the minimum cold temperatures, but it's the extended freeze with a cold temperature. So you get quite a few nights of -5 degrees Celsius, and a Mexican fan palm doesn't like that. You get 1 or 2 nights of -5 degrees Celsius and daytime highs above freezing, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, they might do okay, right? Like well above. You go up to 50 in the day. So when we have a bad freeze here, we might get down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit, and you get down there for several days, and the daytime temperatures are just around freezing. That's going to kill your Washingtonia. Oh, there's Caleb. How's it going, Caleb? I've been live streaming for an hour now. An hour. I don't know how much longer I'm going to go, but the connection seems to be okay right now. So we'll go for a bit, and then I got to get a palm order ready. I got 50 palm trees going out tomorrow. 50 seedlings. Boy, palm is worth. Oh, Thrinax radiated. That's a nice palm too. I like Thrinax, but I love Trithrinax. You're working on your truck, cool. I was working pruning eucalyptus trees. I'll show you eucalyptus. So I was pruning some eucalyptus trees. I cut a bunch of the branch. I'm just going to show you the new growth. There's a new growth on the eucalyptus, and I wish you could smell this because it's quite beautiful. And then there's the stems. You see, they're square. See the square stems on there? This is a Eucalyptus Nitins, okay? And I planted these ones quite a few years ago, and they're extremely rapid growing. These guys can easily grow 6 feet a season. So you got to keep them under control because they get too big, right? But just a really beautiful tropical looking eucalyptus. They got nice big leaves on them, right? So we got a bunch of these in our garden. And like I said, one of the ones that I cut down to about 10 feet of trunk is sprouting out all over. So if I have time tomorrow, I will do a video of the palm tree that got cut. I cut and left about 10 feet of trunk. And it's shooting out all up the trunk now, which is a nice thing. But I'm not seeing our big ones shooting up yet. The big ones we had chainsawed down in February. Yeah, I'm on Instagram and I'm on Twitter. I'm Banana Joe on Instagram. I can find my Instagram account right here and put a link for it. I'll put a link to my Instagram account here for you. I'm also on Twitter as well, right? So we'll do that, and then you can see. I post pictures on there every day of palms and exotic plants. Okay, guys. There is my Instagram. There's my Instagram link. And oh, your pineapple in the pot too. One of them looks like it rotted, palms. The other one looks okay. You should go. I hope I can test the Silver Queens if I get a big enough one, Jane. I'll show you my Twitter account too. My Twitter is here. Where's my Twitter? I'll put a link to my Twitter account on here for you too. I post pics on there every so often. Let's get that Twitter account for you. And I'm on Facebook too. Here's my Twitter account here. Twitter. There you go. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I was going to say Robusta, just not a foolproof palm here. Some queen palms have thin trunks and some have thick trunks, Jane says. Cool. I like the ones with the thicker trunks. Caleb, how cold are your Sago palms? Probably about maybe 9 degrees Celsius, something like that. Maybe even cold hardy, maybe -10 if they're established short durations. I follow your Instagram. Oh, okay, right on. Okay, right on. There you go, Max Lax. Yeah, yeah. I've been on Twitter for a long time. Yeah. So, but that doesn't mean it's dead. You might want to chop it, Caleb. Cut it back a little bit. Maybe there's some solid meat in there. Maybe they'll start growing. I did one in my greenhouse. It had botrytis on it, so I cut the trunk, and it's actually growing on it. Just a really small Washingtonian. I should show a video of it sometime. I cut the trunk, tiny little trunk, and it's actually growing. So they're pretty tough little palms, kind of like Trachycarpus fortunei, but not as cold hardy here. Definitely not as cold hardy. They're the northernmost range I see them would be Gold Beach, probably. I've seen the long-term ones in Brookings, Oregon. Long-term Washingtonian, Brookings, Oregon. Yeah, there's a few people that grow them in Seattle too. And like I say, there are people that grow them on our coast, but in a cold winter, you're going to have to give them some help for sure. Definitely. Well, I should wrap this up soon. I just poured some hydrogen peroxide down. It was fuzzing. Yeah, it does that. It does fizz out the top. Hydrogen peroxide is pretty good stuff, so it'll kill some of the, hopefully some of the fungus or whatever you got growing in there, right? The bacteria, fungus, mold, get rid of that stuff. And that often happens with Butea too. Butea capitata are very prone to spear loss, right, in a bad winter. So I've seen that happen here on the coast, and it's even happened to me. They're not completely foolproof in most places, Butea capitata. This far north. In the south, hey, they're great. All right. Well, it looks like this live stream is held out for. Do you have a website? Website. Well, I'm on Facebook. No, I don't have a website. Is there really such a thing as a blue Mexican fan palm? Well, that's the Brahia armata. I melted and you're taking a puddle posing. I melted and you're talking to a puddle posing as Palm Nation. You melted. It must be hot down there. Is it really such a thing as yes, Brahia armata. We have 2 of them in our garden here, 2 smaller ones. Yeah. They're nice palms. Oh, Sandor's in there. Hey, Hopefully your palms will arrive on Friday. That's what she told me at the post office, Sandor. So your palms are en route to Ontario, right? And I did throw in a bunch of hybrid palm seedlings for you too. I threw a bunch of them in there, just little seedlings. So I collected the seed for those ones from Trachycarpus, a female Trachycarpus wagnerianus, but there's big male Trachycarpus fortunae around, but there's also a male Trachycarpus wagnerianus around. So hopefully you'll get some nice hybrids out of those ones. And they're like they're about this big, the seedlings. So I threw a whack load of them in there for you. You can pot them up. So yeah, let me know when that arrives. I'm hoping Friday. Cool. Oh yeah, you saw the video. Wendy shot a video, right? Caleb, do you think if you bought a mature robust and planted it where you are, it would grow? Bad winter's still going to wipe it out. I don't care how big it is, right? Like there is a big one growing in front of the. There's a big one growing in front of the Empress Hotel in Victoria, and apparently it's still there. When I was there when was I there? Was I there this year? I think I was there in January, and I saw it, and it was still good. It was still doing okay, but I'm not really happy with the sable palmetto there. The dew point here was in the 20s. Humidity was 30. Yeah, it was cool here today. Dry. It's dry here. It's what were we today? 13. I was working down in the south end all day. I was down on the very south end of the island, working in the ballpark, getting the infield ready for. Well, they're playing baseball now, but unfortunately, the infield, a bunch of weeds had grown in it. So we have tiger torches out there. We have sod cutters, and we got to get it ready. How tall is it? I got a video of it. It's probably got about 10 feet of trunk on it. I bet something like that. It's raining now. Yeah, it's not raining here. It's dry. We had a light sprinkle, and then that was it. I wish it would rain here. I wish we would get a good rain. It's just too dry. It's like oh yeah, I don't like that feeling of the sauna. I was in the greenhouse last week and it was like that. And it's like, not for me. Low 32. Yeah, the low here the last night. So the daytime high isn't really much different than our low was 50, right? The low here this morning was 50 degrees, 50, right? So it's going to be warmer tomorrow, and then it's going to be up to around 70. I think on Friday it should be around 70. So that's good because I got a big palm transplant to do. So we're moving a big palm tree to our yard and our garden on Saturday. So I got to get that palm ready on Friday. So Friday, I'm going to get the palm ready, and then Saturday, the big palm is coming to our yard. Yeah, the humidity is starting to grow. It is humidity is very low here. 78. 78 is a nice temperature, and I love Honolulu. I love the climate in Honolulu. It's awesome. And you know the nice thing about Waikiki, they get about 21 inches of rain annually. It's pretty dry there. I hope I can move somewhere warmish one day, somewhere around zone 9. Yeah. Yeah, it's always nice. Everybody wants to live in a warmer growing zone, don't they? In the late 2000s, where I lived, Denver, I had date palms, washies during summer. I don't think. Yeah, well, you can still have them out there. I mean, Mile High City, but you could still bring them in. You could have them in pots and bring them inside in Denver. But there are probably palms. I've seen people growing palms in Colorado in a sheltered spot, more in southern Colorado. I ordered a sable miner. This is about size of your 16-year-old miner. Also ordered. Cool. Right on. That's awesome. Be nice to get more sable miners. I mean, I have tons of sable miners. I have lots. I have a greenhouse full of sable miners. I got to start potting those up into 1 gallons now. But if the nursery gets some more sable miner here, I'm definitely going to buy some because I really like the looks of them. I want to go to Hawaii, but they serve. Oh, really? Oh, man. Yikes. Yeah, they do serve. But even if you're not eating the nuts on the plane, Caleb, like you don't have to eat the nuts. You're not going to touch them. Or is it just the smell of them? Is that right? Wow. There was a guy that grew them. Maybe it was Grand Junction, Colorado. That's where he was. The sable miner will ship sometime next because the lady is backed up running. Yeah, I can imagine. Well, we're really busy here too at the palm nursery. I've been shipping out lots of palms every week. I got 50 going out tomorrow. I just shipped Sandor some to Ontario yesterday. I shipped a bunch of seed out to Norway today. And then Friday, like I say, I got a big palm transplant. The trachea that's coming here has got about, I didn't measure the trunk. I'm guessing it's about 8 feet of trunk. We'll take a better look at it when I start digging it Friday. So Friday, I'm going to go dig the palm. And then Saturday, we're going to move it. And Scotty and I are going to manhandle it onto my truck. And I got the hole dug here already. It's a beautiful palm tree. So how do I buy palms from you? Well, you find me through here on YouTube. You can message me, Facebook, or on Instagram. Well, can you make a video on digging the palm? I could. Maybe Wendy can come with us and shoot a video, put it on her channel, because I'm going to be so busy digging it on Friday. Well, I might bring my camera. Well, I will bring my camera. I won't might. I guess I could set it up on a tripod. I could, or maybe I could get the lady that owns the palm to film me digging it. So I have lots of videos on digging palms. Oh, by the way, Caleb, I moved a lot of palm trees. Yeah, I ship only bare root seedlings, Charlie. Bare root seedlings, okay? So I don't ship any bigger palms. All bigger palms, you have to come to the nursery. How old the big track? So how did that big track you do? You cut? It's doing good. It looks good. It's growing. I see green coming out the top of it. Thank God. I was just looking at it today with Wendy. I did put hydrogen peroxide down the top of it, and it looks like there is green pushing, like they're pushing out. So anyway, I got to be patient, and I watered it lots. I fertilized it. I put goose poop around it. So yeah. Oh, I moved lots of big palms, Caleb. I got videos on here. Look up palm transplanting on my channel. You either on this channel or my other channel, Caleb, and just search palm transplanting or transplanting palm trees and or palm movers. You know what? Wendy's got some on her channel too, Gulf Island Rock. She's got one called Palm Movers. I got one where I moved a big butia out of a guy's garden years ago. It's growing good in his garden in Victoria. It was a butia aerospatha. Have you tried Cocothrynix? No, because it won't grow here, so I don't grow that one. That's the old man palm, I think, isn't it? Isn't that the old man palm? It's a nice one, shaggy palm, Cocothrynix, right? So anyway, I should do a video update on the palm that I cut back and put the hydrogen peroxide down. It is definitely showing life, which is a good thing. And it got really stressed out, unfortunately. Wendy's son and I moved that one. It would have been, I guess, 3 years ago, June. I saw it on eBay and I really like. Oh yeah, they're cool palms. I wish they could grow here. Unfortunately not. This far north, you're not going to grow Cocothrynix. You're going to grow plants that stand up to this climate, right? And our winters. So that's what we got to do. That's why we grow best here. Trachycarpus fortunei is the most common palm tree in the North Pacific, this part of the North Pacific. South part of the North Pacific, you are going to see date palms and Washingtonias. You will see queen palms. You will see some king palms. But this far north in the North Pacific, you will see Trachycarpus. Lots of Camarops. A lot of Camarops palms too. Yeah. So I do sell on eBay. I sell my seedlings and seed on eBay. So, but I'm looking out at the Arbutus trees are in bloom right now too. It's beautiful. They're all white, covered in white flowers. The Arbutus trees. I've seen thornless blackberry in the nursery. Oh, those are cool too. Those are. Is that loganberry, or am I thinking of something else, Jane? It is possible to breed palm. Is it like Robusta and Wagyu? No, you can't cross-pollinate a Washingtonia Robusta or windmill palm. I don't think that's possible. But you can cross-pollinate different date palms, and you can cross-pollinate different sables, and you can cross-pollinate different trackies. In the climate. Yeah, I think all of Austin, pretty much all of his palms got really beat up and killed, except a few of them survived. It got really cold down there because it can get cold down there at times. So, and I got a lot of seed from Austin over the last 15 years, and I got a lot of razorback palm trees growing around Salt Spring Island. They're pretty tough palms. Do you know about Desertscape Nursery? No. Whereabouts are they? Desertscape Nursery. Bend, Oregon. No, I don't know that one. Yeah, that sounds like a cool nursery. 20 minutes from Bend. Nice. Yeah, I can't wait to go down to Oregon again, too. One of these days when the border opens back up. Do you think the border's ever going to open back up again? I want to go down to the States again. Like, Oregon coast is absolutely awesome. That's one trip I've never been with Wendy down to the Oregon coast. The only thing Austin lost was 2 Waggies out of a dozen. And he lost his butia, too, I heard. I thought he lost his butia. I thought that died. Hopefully it'll come back. And his trackies. And his Sereno repens froze down, but it's coming back again. And I know he cut some of his waggies and they're coming back, but I got the impression that he lost his Butia and his other Trachycarpus palms. Hopefully he didn't. Hopefully I heard that wrong and they didn't die. I know they're pretty beat up. I saw lots of pictures of his stuff and they did get pretty beat up, like defoliated. There's still stuff, but that doesn't mean it killed them. Like some of the stuff's coming back in Dallas too. I see Tony Cerboni's garden is coming back. No, the Butia didn't. It roasted, but it looks. Oh, good back. That's good. Okay, great. Yeah, that's the nice thing that the Butia, because that was a nice big Butia. So right on. I'm happy for Austin. He's got nice palms growing down there. He had a washi too. He had a Washingtonia. So I don't know how cold it got down. I'm guessing it got down to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what I'm thinking. I think it got pretty close to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. And it actually got colder in Dallas, Texas. I think Dallas, Texas got down below 0, right? What types of palms do you sell? Sable palms. We have Sable Minor. We have Sable Palmetto. We have Washingtonia Robusta. Trachycarpus Fortunae, Trachycarpus hybrids. So, but that's potted stuff when you come to the nursery. So what I ship is Trachycarpus Fortunae and Trachycarpus hybrids. I don't ship potted stuff. Really, I just don't have time for it. There's no phyto. I can't ship it to the U.S. and out of the country anyway because there's no plant inspection agency on our island, and it's not worth my time to go to Victoria to get plants, get a phyto. It's just too expensive. Ferry's expensive. The ferry ride off of our island is not cheap, right? And then missing work because they're only open during the weekdays. I work 5 days a week. I have a day job, so palms isn't my full-time job. Palms will be my full-time job when I retire, but right now it is Parks Department. I'm a Parks Department guy. Yeah, there's a nursery there in Redmond that sells. The weather is right now, when I started doing the live stream, is 13 degrees Celsius, and I would say thin cloud cover out there right now. Current time is 7:31 p.m. Pacific time. Let's see what we got out here. It's a frickin' jungle out there. I'll show you. I'm going to show you what it's doing out here. Okay, guys. Can you see this? Right there. Can you see out in the garden? It is very jungly. So that eucalyptus, there's a eucalyptus out there that I cut and it's sprouting back like crazy. So you can see around the garden and the fatsias and the bamboo and all the other stuff out there. So there's arbutus blooming over there, right? So it doesn't look any different than it does in the wintertime. So yeah, it was a good day because I worked outside in the open all day today at the ballpark in the south end. And I hate when it gets too hot down there. It's just too hard to work. Too hard to work in that sun. So it was kind of like I say, a high kind of hazy day. My unprotected Corley made it through unharmed winter and east of Austin. Yeah, so it missed you guys. The cold, you're lucky. How far are we from Seattle? Just over 100 miles north. Yeah, the weather's been very dry here, Sander. Extremely dry. Like I say, the first rain we had was just about 2 days ago. We had 6 millimeters. That's it. Yeah, so 6 millimeters for April and 13 millimeters for March. So yeah, you're lucky it missed you guys, Palm Nation. Anyone here live? Yeah, so Seattle is about, as the crow flies, I'm going to guess maybe 103, 105 miles as the crow flies south of us. We can see Mount Rainier from our island, put it that way. And Mount Rainier is southeast of Seattle. You can see it from the highest elevations of our island. Plan on getting some bamboo. Cool, bamboo's awesome. We grow a lot of bamboo here. We have a bamboo jungle here. How old are you? I'm retiring. I'm 57. So I probably got at least 5 more years of work left, right? 100 years old. Yeah, no, I'm going to say I retire at 62. I'm done. Rain here, Northeast Texas. Oh, I love rain. Garden of Twitty, send the rain here. We need it. Well, you're lucky then if it misses you. Yeah, that's awesome. What did you study? What did I study? Palms 101 I studied. Self-taught palms, right? So no college. No college for this guy. Finished school and just I did turf management. I went to turf management as much as I hate looking after turf, and I took turf management. So I study palms. We're going to say I went to the school of palms. I'm like 15, so I hope to be like you when I'm older. Well, you'll grow. And you know what? It's cool that you're 15 and into palm trees, man. Like I liked palm trees when I was 15, but I wasn't growing them in our garden when I was 15 years. So that's really cool that younger people are into palm trees now. I've seen koa trees growing through bamboo. That is cool. Koa trees and bamboo. That is awesome. Garden of Twitty, send lots of rain our way because we need it. Like I say, forest fire rating is high here now and on its way up to extreme. Yeah. Bugger muffins. 15. You guys are just kids. My youngest kid is older than you, man. My youngest kid is going to be 21. I'm under 13 and I'm growing. You're under 13. Wow. So I grew exotic plants when I was a little kid, but I wasn't growing a lot of palm trees. I had some palm trees, but they were in pots, right? Do you sell bamboo? No, I don't. I don't sell bamboo. We just grow it. We have a big display garden here. So our display garden is full. We have tons of bamboo, all different types. It is like a jungle of bamboo. So yeah, don't sell it. That is awesome. If you were, that is not. If you were the, oh really? Oh, so the bamboo is choking out. So the bamboo is choking out the koa. See, I thought that would look pretty awesome. A koa tree growing with bamboo. But if the bamboo is choking out the koa tree, that's not a good thing because I've been through the bamboo up in the Manoa Hills. There's this bamboo forest, kind of like on the way up to Manoa Falls, and there is bamboo everywhere, and it's like it tightly knits the soil together. It's going to be very stormy and muggy today. Tomorrow, definitely might get. Oh, hopefully, you don't get any tornadoes, man. That's one thing I would not want to live through is a tornado. That's why I'm here, Joe, so you don't feel so old. I know you're a few years younger than me, right? Time flies when you're having fun. Well, my aunt in San Diego has a bunch of invasive. Man, you should go get some. Yeah, yeah. We have. I'll tell you, we have. I don't even know how many species of bamboo we have here. We have Pseudosassa japonica. We have. Let's see, Pseudosassa japonica, Phylostachy, or Sassa palmata. We have Phylostachys aureosilicata, Phylostachys aurea, Phylostachys boreonigra, Phylostachys nigra, Phylostachys bambuzoides, Phylostachys vivax. Oh God, do we have hennin? I don't know if we have hennin. We have so many different types of bamboo on our property here. Yeah, just reminded me, Joe. There's a cold hardy mangrove tree. I want to get it. Oh, cool! A cold hardy mangrove tree. That's about as tropical looking as you can get. That'd be awesome. 53. Okay, so you're born in 68. Cool. That was a good year, this 1968. Well, awesome. Hey, in our 50s, not so bad. Well, Wendy's got me beat. She's 61. How cold hardy is yellow groove bamboo? Actually, Caleb, I think yellow groove bamboo, Phylostachys aureosilicata, is maybe one of the second most cold hardy, taller growing bamboos. So you should look into yellow groove bamboo. Tropical, happy early birthday. September. My mom's birthday was in September. She was September 14th. And my wedding date the first time around was September 8th, 86. September 8th, 86. Got married on the island of Oahu. Second time around, I got Maui'd. Third time around, I'll get Kauai'd. I can't say that. Wendy's going to smack me in the head. I'm just joking. The only bamboo I have is native. We have a couple of different types. Oh, yeah, called river cane. Yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. River cane. You should try Rhododendron, giant. It's called giant reed grass. That's pretty cool stuff. My aunt also has some cactus my uncle got illegally in the Arizona. Oh, cool. You got to get some of that illegal cactus. We actually have native cactus here on Salt Spring. We have Opuntia fragilis. Anyone know who Frosty is? He's a friend of Palm. Frosty. I know who Frosty the Snowman is, but he's not around right now. It's too warm. Too warm for Frosty the Snowman. That's his name, Frosty? Or is that his handle? Is that like a CB handle? Frosty. Hey, Frosty, this is Rubber Duck. Is that his real name or is that like a nickname? Is he a palm grower guy? Palms are cool. Palms are cool. Frosty. That's an interesting nickname. You know what somebody made me the other day? They sent it to me in the mail, a banana mask, which was kind of cool. I finally found out who sent me the banana mask. So I'm in the post office today, and I posted on my Facebook. I said, whoever sent me this cool banana mask in the mail, please PM me. So I'm in the post office yesterday, mailing off the box to Sandor, to Ontario, mailing some palms. And a girl comes from the back room. She says, "Hey, Joe, how do you like the banana mask I mailed you?" She made it for me, right? So I gave her tiki today. I give her a little tiki. Yeah, Arundo donax is giant reed grass, and I believe it's native to, it grows in Europe. I think Greece and places like that. Arundo donax is everywhere. Cool. Yeah, I like Arundo donax. I used to grow really big stuff in my last location, but I don't grow it here. I should actually get some. Saguaro cactus is kind. Yes. Oh, saguaro. No way. Is it growing outside at her place, the saguaro in Oregon? Cool. It lives in a microclimate, so it's 9A. Wow. I wonder, I think saguaro cactus must be pretty cold hardy, but you'd have to grow it in a really dry climate if you're in the north. Like, I mean, there's some pretty dry areas in Oregon. You get inland Oregon, it's kind of like deserty, isn't it? Pretty dry. It's the coast that's wetter. Like, you get right onto the immediate coast, it's wetter. How much does a pineapple tiki around 1.5 meters? The one I just shipped last week, FedEx to, the one I just shipped to Seattle, just north of Seattle, was 125 bucks. Yeah, it was 125 bucks for the tiki, and then shipping was 125 bucks. Yeah, it wasn't cheap. Shipping's expensive. That's the thing that gets you. Like, I've shipped some big ones to North Carolina, and shipping was over $200 FedEx. But he wanted them, and he's got them in his garden. How much would 1,000 track EC cost me from you? Well, basically, it's $10 a hundred. That's what I charge, $10 a hundred. But 1,000 seeds would be a lot cheaper. When you buy high quantities, it's a lot cheaper, right? So 1,000 seed, might be like I don't know, $40 or something like that. She's zone 8B. Cool. I think my flipper would like the climate during the summer. Yeah, the flipper are useless here. They really are. They're a beautiful palm, but they're really useless this far north. They're not a good palm. They don't like the moisture in the winter. They don't like the dampness in the winter. You know. My Instagram is here. Here's my Instagram right there. Paste. There's my Instagram right there. Okay. Oh, you're asking for Palm Nation's Instagram. Sorry. Sorry, my bad, Caleb. So anyway, there should be Trachycarpus seeds around there in Tennessee. I'm sure there's Trachycarpus palms. I've seen them. I've seen Trachycarpus palms growing there. Yeah. Okay, guys, I am going to roll soon. I've been on here long enough, I think. I think I've said my 2 bits worth. And hey, Jane, if you ever get a chance, take a picture of that koa tree with the bamboo. I'd actually like to see what it looks like. Are you part of James' Facebook group? Which James? James who? What group is it? Because I have a lot of groups myself in Facebook. I'm just trying, like, I have a lot of gardening groups in Facebook. I have Canadian Tropics, gardening in every Canadian growing zone, Badass Rebel Facebook group. I have Banana Joe's Northern Palm Paradise, Banana Joe's Palms and Exotics for Northern Zones. I have People Who Love Palm Trees and Exotic Plants. So those ones, People Who Love Palm Trees and Exotic Plants has the most members right now. Yeah, and gardening in every growing zone has a lot of members too. But I have moderators on there, so I'm not on there all the time. I go in and out of there, kind of like. Yeah, I do. I do packets of 100. I sell packets of 100. That's what I usually sell. But yeah, I can do 10 seeds if you want. It's not a lot. Oh, I know James Palms. Yeah, James Shepard. Yeah, for sure. I didn't know it. Did he have a Facebook group? Is it the Ultimate Washi group? I think that might be his group, isn't it? Ultimate Washingtonia. I'm just interested in Salt Spring seed. Yeah, well, we have lots of Salt Spring palm seed. That's for. See you, Joe. Yeah, take care. Sandor, I'm just reading your thing there. Yeah, let me know when you get those palms. Like I said, post office lady said your palms are shipped express and they should be there at Friday. No, nothing. Not one of my tequila seeds have germinated yet. Nothing. Zero. Zero, right? Are you looking for admins in any of your Facebook groups? I do have mins. I do have admins in them and moderators. How long does it take to grow your palms from seed? It depends what type of seed. It really depends on what type of seed you are growing. Like if you're going to go Rapido philomystrix, it's going to take a lot longer than a Washingtonia robusta. Like Washingtonia robusta come up super fast. Trachycarpus fortunei are pretty good. So it just really depends on the species. Some come up in a couple of weeks. Some come up in a couple of months. Some come up in 6 months to a year. Message you on Instagram that seed because my Facebook is. Oh, is it okay? Yeah. Well, I'm always on Instagram anyway. Like I say, I use my iPhone from work for Instagram, so I don't own my own iPhone. So, but none of the tequila have come up yet. I'm getting kind of fed up with them. I think I might dump the baggie outside in the garden, and maybe they'll germinate out there. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get rid of them and dump them outside. My tequila seeds from Rob. Yeah, mine haven't either. Nothing. Zero. Sander. One guy said he had his germinate in a night. He put them in a wet paper towel, and he says they germinate overnight. I find that actually really hard to believe. In a wet paper towel, he germinated them overnight. So I don't know. B Rosie's in there. Betty, how's it going? Pop up in 6 to 4. That's pretty good. 6 to 14 days for Sable. You got to like that. That's quick. Palm Nation does. Hello, Betty. Say hello to Clyde too. I messaged you on Instagram. I got 400 from Gary. Wow. Interesting. It's so funny. Like I'll put 1,000 seeds in a seed tray of Salt Spring Island seeds, and they pretty much all come up. So I don't know what's wrong with the tequila seeds you sent me. I mean, the seeds seemed okay. They sunk. I put them in. They sunk in the water, and nothing has germinated yet. So I don't know. Maybe they were duds. B Rosie, I am doing good. How are you doing? I'm feeling just fine. And I had a really hard day today at work, so I got a really kind of like stiff neck. And then, and then I went into the gym and I worked out. Now it feels even stiffer. So I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's just a force of habit. So I got a really sore neck here. Yeah. Anyway, say hi to Clyde. Hope all is well there in Oregon. You should sell palm tree seed mystery bags. Mystery bags. Well, I do have a draw every month here on YouTube. So people's names are in the draw, and they do get to win something. So this weekend, you know what? I'll have to do it this weekend because I'm really busy Friday. Like I said, I'm going to be digging out that palm tree. So maybe if I get home early enough, maybe I can do a draw on Friday. Palmy Pal, hey. 10 different species of seeds. Yeah, well, most of the seeds I have are Trachycarpus fortunei. You guys are good, awesome. I don't know, is he out hunting today or is he working? Where is Clyde? Got to grow and find out what they are. Yeah, it's kind of upsetting about the Trachycarpus tequila. They did not come up yet, and I've sowed monkey puzzles since then, and other seeds, and all the other seeds have come up. So yeah. I really want a true tequila, and I know Rob's got true tequila, but do you believe that the guy germinated them overnight in a wet paper towel? I just working out. Oh, you're lucky. You're going to go hunting. Awesome. Are you guys going for birds, I guess, right? You go for fowls. What are you going to go for, like mourning doves? You're going to go for geese? You're going to go for swans? You're going to go for ducks? What are you going for? I got to get my I can't wait to get my firearm. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to go target practicing first. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to join the Rod and Gun Club, and I'm going to do lots of target practicing. Caleb, turkey. Oh, wild turkey. Nice. Yummy. I love turkey. About 10 to 24 junior. Oh, nice. Jubea are great. I've germinated a lot of those in the past, and they are beauties. Did you scarify the seed? Piece of meat? Mine haven't germinated, and they've been in wet paper towel for a month. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, I don't have one yet, but I'm going to get one. It'll probably be a 22. It'll be a rimfire, and it's going to have a magazine that holds 10. The clip will hold 10 in it, right? Semi-automatic. Lots of my Sable Miamiensis. Oh, cool. Nice. That'd be a nice palm, a Miamiensis. Wow. So it's a sable palmetto from Miami, right? Is that what it is? Is that what you're talking about? A sable palmetto? Wow. Yeah, good to have you in there, Betty. No Clyde today. What? We're usually used to see Clyde in there too. Just soaked them for about 3 days, planted them regularly in cocoa. Oh, cool. Right on. I germinated mine. I've germinated Jubea in seed flats. I've also germinated them in the baggy method. How sensitive are Camerops humus to crown rot? I've never had crown rot in our Camerops humus, and we have wet winters here. Palms, you can buy a gun legally, Joe. Only you can you? No, you have to have a course. Palms, you have to have a PAL course, a possession acquisition license. You have to go. I took the course. It was an all-day course, man. Like it took me all day. It was in there from 8 in the morning till I didn't get out of there till 20 after 6. Some guys, because I was the first to write my tests, some guys didn't get out of there till just around 8 o'clock at night. So it was like 12 hours all day sitting in there. He is kind of quiet today. No kidding, Betty. He is very quiet. Usually Clyde has something to say. So anyway, I've never had crown rot in a Camerops. It could probably freeze out in a bad winter, not here, but in a cold climate. It's Palmy Pal. It's actually known to be a species. Yeah, cool. Yeah. So anyway, I can buy a gun. I can buy one legally, Palms, once I get my acquisition thing in the mail. So I've sent away already. Takes about 4 or 5 months to actually get it, and it looks like a driver's license. I have it in my wallet, and then I can go to the store and I can buy anything I want, right? Except restricted. Do you have to? Me. I might have 2 Instagrams, you know. One of them I probably don't use, and the other one I use. So I think I do have 2 Instagrams. Yeah. I gave the link to the one I use. This is the one I use all the time, right? Where are we? This is the one. Yeah, I used to shoot them a lot when I was younger. My dad always had them because we lived out on the farm, and we had a 410 Savage over under. He had a Cooey 303 and a Cooey 22 bolt action, right? And of course the other one was a I'm going to say lever. Is it lever? It opens up, right? The shotgun. Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome when I get it. I can't wait to join the Rod and Gun Club. We taking attendance? You can if you want take attendance. I'm 18 in 3 years. I'm planning on getting an AR-15 with it. Nice, cool. Yeah, you won't be getting any. I don't know if you can get that up here. They don't like their roots being damaged, especially sable minor. Oh, nice. 350. Well, the girl I took the test with, the course with, she went the next day and got her restricted. So she's got a 44. I think she's got a 44. What do they call that? A 44 Magnum, something like that. So she's got handguns. Viola lesson. Cool. Viola. White with dreamy eyes. How you doing, man? This has been a long live stream. I was planning on doing like this half-hour live stream, and it's like 1 hour 40 minutes. It just turned over to now. Yeah. Wow. 357 Magnum. Cool. That'd be fun to blast, that's for sure. So anyway, how's everything up there, White with dreamy eyes? Hopefully in 3 years, Joe Biden. Yeah. I don't know, man. He can't be any worse than who we have in running our country, man. I don't know, man. I just want to say he's an idiot. I don't like the guy. I can't wait till he's gone. Pouring rain, not here. It's dry here, and just light cloud cover. It's been very dry here, Dave. Extremely dry. So some rain would be good. He is. Ours is, that's for sure. Not a lot of people like him here. I don't like the guy. Can't wait till he's out of there. We get somebody in that's better. Guy's a bit of a moron. So I think most of them are. Yeah. It's weird when they start taking away your freedom of speech and your rights. More rain tomorrow. I'll try to send you some. Yeah. Yeah. Tomorrow's supposed to be dry here. And then Friday, I think in the morning, we're going to get some showers, and then it's going to get sunny and warm. Probably shouldn't say that here on people will cancel you. Oh, that's okay. They can if you want. They can if they want. If they don't like me, they can move on. You know what I mean? I'm totally into freedom of speech and no censorship for me, right? And I think White with Dreamy Eyes would probably agree. Seems most commies. Most commies anymore. Yeah, not into commies. I don't know if Biden's good or bad. I really don't know much about the guy. I really don't. I just know he's some old dude, and I don't know. Well, hopefully he does you guys some good. I don't know. Yes, he is getting pretty old. I just hope. Yeah. So yes, White with Dreamy Eyes agrees with me, and I know White with Dreamy Eyes is into censorship, and he's into freedom of speech too. Wow. Yeah. I wish we could block them from our province. That'd be nice. Yeah. So you think Biden's very bad, eh, Palmy Pal? He's bad. What Palm Nation said. That's funny. Well, you know what? Strange. Just the other day, one of my private Google messages got deleted. It's crazy, eh? Freedom of speech for all. That's why I don't care if people leave. Yeah, I'm the same way. I really don't. I don't care what anybody thinks of me. And you know what I mean? I just kind of say it like it is. And if people don't like it, that's just the way it is. You know? It's like when you listen to something on the radio or watch something on TV, if you don't like it, you turn the channel. Freedom of speech, raw. Yeah, I believe in freedom of speech, but seems like we're kind of getting that taken away, don't you think? You know, it's like I said, they definitely censor you on Facebook for sure. And like I said, I got the boot. They only kicked me off for 5 days. They're going to put me in the slammer for a month, but they let me out on good behavior. So I got back in 5 days just for posting something they didn't like. And it wasn't that bad. YouTube is asking if you want. Now YouTube is asking if you want to. Yeah, and we are kind of censored on here too. I got to watch what I say. I can't really talk anything about. I'm going to say Maxine's or Mo-vid. You know what I mean? Oh, and Trudeau used to is a yeah, he is. I agree with you, Palm Nation. Yeah, I totally agree with you. We need one of those things for the Men in Black race, all of the idiot stuff. Yeah, Men in Black. Yeah, I love your videos. Are you going to upgrade your camera? Yeah. Well, you know what? There's my camera. I'm using another one right now. I got a lot of cameras, so the lens on my other one was getting bad, so I went to my auxiliary camera, and it looks the same as my other one, but this one's got a better lens on it. So that's what I use. That's what I shoot all my videos on right there. Just that camera right there. I'm old school. I'm old school, and I don't edit anything. I don't edit anything. Well, thanks for watching, Hamish Schmitty. Hamish Schmitty, that's a cool name. Oh, Bastar's here. Nothing much is going on. We're just having a chit chat, talking politics. I don't really know a lot about politics, but you know, they all seem like they're a bunch of full of BS. Those guys, right? They tell you what they're going to do, and then when they get in, it seems like it's all a bunch of lies. Yeah, this is a Canon 170. I think this is a 170. It's kind of worn off the top now. It's 170 zoom lens. So yeah, maybe one of these days. Wendy's got a better Canon than me. I don't edit anything. Wendy edits her stuff. I have no idea. You probably think Al Gore. Yeah, you would. But then I could spend that money on a palm tree, right? So it's either get a really expensive camera or go out and buy a Jubea, a bigger Jubea. What would you want? A better camera or a Jubea? I think, yeah, they're controlling everything, Bastar. I don't like the government either. It's getting crazy. Like, we're kind of in this lockdown right now. And you know what really bothers me? We're in this lockdown right now. There are 0 cases of, you know, what's going on in the world right now on our island, 0 cases. I don't know anybody that has it, and I don't know anybody that knows anybody that has it. That's what really bothers me. You know what I mean? There's nothing around us here. So I don't know why we're locked down. We can leave our island. We can go to all of Vancouver Island and the Southern Gulf Islands, but I can't go to the mainland. They encourage you not to go to the mainland. They want to discourage you from it. But it was my job. I'd get this isn't my job. It's like, I shoot videos. This is just a hobby. I don't like how politically correct everything is, because I'm not politically correct. I'm very far from politically correct. Love my government. I love my government. Yeah, Mexico's an awesome place. I was talking to a guy today, and he says he wants to move to Mexico. I know a few people that have moved to Mexico. The Czech president is. Oh, really? Because I didn't think even Czech was communist anymore. They used to be communist. Everyone needs to vote conservative. Yeah. Yeah, we are, Bastar. I totally agree. He wants to censor the internet now. Did you hear that, Bastar? He wants to actually start censoring the internet. So there's a petition going around to stop that, which is a joke. I mean, censoring the internet's a joke, not the petition. I don't support or any other stuff. Yeah, I don't really like politics either. Yeah, like I just want to chill. Chilling's good, and grow palms. That's right, Charlie. Right on. I want to grow palms too. You got to love palms. So I don't know if you guys are reading any more palm books, but another nice book you might want to get right here. I will pull it out for you to see. I don't know if I've showed this one before. This is a really good book. If you guys like books, it's called A Subtropical Garden. The Subtropical Garden. So if you like subtropical gardens, like I say, I got a really good library of exotic books. Is that a crepe myrtle or is it an oleander? Just a minute. That is there's a crepe myrtle. Look at that crepe myrtle on the top right hand corner. Isn't that beautiful? That is a crepe myrtle right there. Isn't that a beauty? So this is a really good book. They got palms in here, and they give you really good. There's a Neodipsis Decarii, good landscape ideas with a Brugmansia candida. So this is a cool book to have, and you could probably get it on Amazon. It's called The Subtropical Garden. So there we go. I'm changing the subjects from politics to exotica, right? I'll put that back in my collection. And then we have another one here. This is a good one too. This one's called Tropical Gardening. Here's another good book right here. This one's full of plant identification of exotica, tropical plants, and it's a really nice book. It's a softcover book, but anyway, it's called Tropical Gardening right there. So a really good book if you guys are into books for your collection. Those are good ones to have. So there you go. And the people down here are so kind. Yeah, they are good people, Palms. I know. I've heard they're very nice. Well, Mexican people are beautiful too. They are, like I say, Spanish people are beautiful people. Bunch of BS. Mexican police. Well, Mexican police can be pretty corrupt, I think. Right? I mean, because you can buy them out. Like you can, if you get a speeding ticket, you just have to give them a few dollars and you can get out of the speeding ticket, right? Just make sure you give them some pesos. So, but I know a lot of people that have actually moved to Mexico. Matter of fact, the editor of our newspaper moved down to Mexico about probably not even 10 years ago. I think he lives in Puerto Vallarta or just south of Puerto Vallarta. Might live in Malaki. Black people where I'm from hate being because 98% of all blacks are conservative and not brainwashed. Bad. Yeah, there are bad people everywhere. That's true, Palms. What's BLM? I love. Yeah, they are very nice. Good family people too. There's a lot of Mexicans that actually live on our island. Oh, what is BLM? Black Lives Matter? Oh, Black Lives Matter. Okay. Yeah, I've seen that up here, here and there, and like in windows in people's yards and stuff like that. That's what I've seen. Okay, BLM. That's what you call it. Yes, we are good family people. Yes, and I'm a family guy, and you're a family guy. So yeah. Unlike the show Family Guy. He's not a good family guy, but he's a funny guy, Peter. So yes, we are. That is true. That is true, Dave, for sure. Well, remember, next time you come down to Salt Spring Island, well, when you come down to the coast, visit Salt Spring Island. I don't know if your daughter's still in college in Victoria, but make a point to come over to the Southern Gulf Islands and say hi, for sure. I want to live in Canada because the U.S. Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, it's okay here, but I don't really like the guy that's running the country. I only saw the George. I think there's turmoil wherever you go these days, it seems. Salt Spring Island's a good place to live. It's quite a bit different than the rest of Canada, I can tell you that. Honestly, it seems like we're a million miles away from everything here. That's what I do like about it. Yeah, you'd have to come up to Salt Spring Island. That's right, Caleb. She has one more year. Well, come on up. Bestar, if you're out here, come over and visit too. I mean, I think, where are you, Bestar? Where are you, in Montreal? You're in Montreal, correct? I remember she has 1 year left, but won't be it. But would I be unbooked? Yeah, they encourage you not to travel right now, but after May 25th, you can. I remember a long time ago when I started. Oh, Ontario, Bestar. You're Ontario. Okay, I thought you were Montreal. Okay, Ontario. Cool. Yeah, I just shipped a box to Sandor yesterday, so hopefully those palms make it to him on Friday. They're express post, so they better make it to Sandor. Yeah, Canada's an okay place, but we need a tropical island. That's what we need. This is as close as we're going to get to the tropics. And even though we're far from the tropics, this is as close as you're going to get to it in Canada. Oh, you're going back into lockdown. Yeah. So we're kind of like, well, you can see on my other channel, there's a big sign up. It says not to leave the island. Several years before I was born. Yeah, corrupt police are no good. Yeah, the PM is not good. Hopefully, how many years left does he have, Bestar? How many years left in office does he have? Yeah. I like Seattle. Seattle's a really nice city. I love Seattle. My fond memories of Seattle. I saw the Rolling Stones in Seattle when I was a teenager back in the Kingdom, and we used to have friends that lived down in Seattle. And we used to go visit them, stay with them. They were actually south of Seattle. They're in Tacoma. They're always the closest. Maybe the high humidity, but the winter times definitely not. Definitely not. And what we grow, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh God, yeah. You don't have to work here, and you'll get paid, man. You just see the guys that hang out I see every day. They got tons of money. They got more money than I do. Yeah, you get lots of money here if you don't work. That's wrong. To me, that seems wrong. Cabins to live. Yeah, Southern Cal. I want weather. I don't. Yeah, Lytton. Lytton's the hot spot. It's probably pretty toasty up there today, I bet. Gets hot in Lytton. Yeah. Well, guys, I'm just about at 2 hours. I think I'll go to a 2 hour live stream. Like I said, I wasn't planning on going this long, but I guess you're going to go to Lytton this summer, right? I want to go over to Port Renfrew, and I want to go to Avatar Grove. There's giant trees. There's ancient trees that grow over there. Yeah, that's exactly what they do, Palms. Exactly, and they get paid for it. Why don't we all create our own island? Yeah, that would be nice. There is a plastic island somewhere up in the where is that, in the North Pacific? It's not in the North Pacific. Is it in the Pacific? There's some island of plastic up there. Maybe we should pile dirt on it and grow palm trees if it's warm enough. Lytton, yeah. Well, I think these so-called restrictions are ending in May long weekend, right? So I'm going to take a 4-day weekend that weekend, and I would like to go to Port Renfrew, go to Avatar Grove. The Pacific, that's it. The Pacific plastic patch. So whereabouts in the Pacific? Is it like in the South Pacific, the Central Pacific, or the North Pacific? There is a man-made island on Salt Spring. Yeah, somebody was saying that. Where is it? I don't know where it is. Like around Salt Spring Island, because we are on an island. Salt Spring is an island, and maybe SSI. Oh yeah, you can come to Salt Spring. It says in the bio you should. Yeah, you know what? I agree with that. You know what I mean? Because they just become lazier. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there, Zach, that do nothing and get paid. And when I'm working out there every day, I'm watching them out playing around in the park with their dogs and smoking and drinking, throwing frisbees around and footballs, and they do the same thing every single day, and they collect money from the government. That's what they do. And that to me is wrong. You know what? If I was in charge, this is what I would do. You're going to earn your keep. I would give those guys reflective vests, garbage picker uppers, drop them off at different points of the island. And every day those guys would pick up garbage and earn their keep. They would work. I don't care if they're cleaning out ditches, picking up garbage, helping people. That's what they do to earn their keep. It's just too easy. Yeah, it's just it makes me mad every day I see it. You know, it's just really upsetting. Should, yeah, exactly. No politics on an island. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go soon too. I'm gonna got 2 more minutes left of this live stream. It would be good. That's what Sleepy Joe Biden is doing, raising taxes, making us pay a ton. Oh, I find everything is way more expensive here now too. Like it is a very expensive place to live here. So take care, Dave. Thanks for coming in there, White with Dreamy Eyes. Enjoy your dinner. I had stew. Wendy made some really nice. She had some roast or steak the other day, and she cut it up and made a really nice stew out of it. Take all your hard-earned money. And they don't do anything, Palmy Pal. Nothing. That's all right, Charlie. When you're older, you'll be able to buy palms. Hello, Michael from Poland. Did everything I send you get there safely? Oh, when my mom was growing up in Czech Republic, she said, "Who were lazy didn't work." Good. You know what? It is a crime. You know, I had a good friend from the Czech Republic. Unfortunately, he was a palm guy too, a total palm nut, and he passed away about, I guess, 5 or 6 years ago now. It's Vlad. His name is Vlad. I've told you about him, but his dad was very communist, very, very into the communism in Czechoslovakia. But wow, if you're lazy and you didn't work, you're sent to prison. Huh, I actually kind of like that. Charlie had spaghetti and meatballs. Yeah, I love spaghetti. I'm Italian, so I like spaghetti and meatballs. I'm currently in Biden's basement. I had tacos. Ha, I like tacos. Well, I had stew and it was good, and I got leftover stew for my lunch tomorrow. So, you know what? That would fix people, wouldn't it? If you didn't work and you had to go to prison, I think a lot more people would be working that were sitting around throwing a football around every day, or smoking a joint, or doing nothing. All we can do is talk until elections. That's right, Bastar. Tacos are good. I like pasta. I like all food. I'm not picky. I eat everything. Yeah, I love all food, man. Elbows to be specific. Got my flipper. Oh, cool. They should germinate for you pretty quickly, Charlie. D'Amelio. Okay, good night, Caleb. See you later on the next Palmcast. I'll try to do one Friday night after I dig out that palm tree, okay? It's totally legal here, Palmy Pal. That's the only thing about the communism works. I like that. You know what? I don't like communism, but I like that rule. I do like that law. If you don't work, you don't eat, you go to jail. Then everybody be working. Just tacos and burrito. Okie dokie. Okay. I'm going to get going soon here, guys. We're just about at 2 minutes. We're at 2 hours. So I'm going to say cheers and aloha. And this is awkward. Watch this be the person on my Discord server, Palmy Pal. Anyway, good to see you guys in there. I will try to I'll take those off. They're actually making it blurrier. I will try to do a live stream Friday after I dig out that palm tree. Then I can tell you how it went after I broke my back digging it out. It's a lot of work digging out a palm tree. Even though I got small roots on them, there's a lot of them. So I'm going to bring my root matic. I'm going to bring a big pry bar, a flat bar. I'm going to bring a post hole shovel. And I'm going to try to get that palm out of there. All right, guys. And then we'll show you a video of it. Hopefully I can get it out of there and get it into our garden on Saturday. So you guys take care. Stay, I'm not going to stay safe out there. Everybody's going to be staying safe out there. And thanks for joining in the live stream. No way, I think it's him. Boys, I'm excited to see you. Okay, take care, you guys. And I'm going to say cheers and aloha. Till next time, I'm doing a live stream. And like I said, I wasn't planning on going so long, but it ended up going, we're over 2 hours now. So What's a Discord server? What is a Discord server? See you, Palmy pal. Yeah, good to see you. And Bastar, see you later. And Caleb and Zach and Charlie and Bugger Muffins. And who else did I miss in here? Palm Nation. And I said that. And Betty, KRS Palms, Michael in Poland. There's a lot of people in there today. So thanks for joining in. In order to, anyway, yeah, that's a good law. I think we should have that here. Yeah, in order to not work legally under communism, you're disabled, yeah, mother or an older retired. There you go. Yeah, so everybody else has to work. So you probably don't see a lot of lazy people in Czech Republic. Yeah, no, I'm not into communism either. But you know what? Maybe that is a good law. You don't work, you go to jail. Well, that would get some people thinking, wouldn't it? I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to be lazy. I want to work. Yeah. Anyway, take care, you guys. And we will talk to you next time. I'm going to end the stream and go grab me some water. All right. Because I'm dying of thirst now. So, and then I'll put a video on later on. Maybe on my other channel. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Instagram, Caleb. I'll check you guys out later. And you guys can check me out later on another live stream. And thanks for joining in and chatting. Yes, laziness should be a felony. Yeah, take care, Palmy pal. I agree with Zach. Laziness should be a felony. I see a lot of lazy people all the time doing a lot of nothing. They get up every morning, and first thing in the morning, they have a beer in their hand and a smoke, and they do that all day long, man. And they don't work, and they all have dogs. It just, it irks me. It irks me when I'm working and a chunk of my money pays for those people to do nothing. Catch you later, man. See you later.